Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am sharing 5 healthy habits that literally changed my life. Habits can help you create the life that you desire, or they can drag you down. It's so important to become mindful of your daily habits. I think when it comes to changing habits or implementing new habits, the most effective way to really create healthy habits is to just focus on the new habits that you're adding in versus focusing on the habits that you're trying to stop. So, with that being said, I'm going to talk you through 5 healthy habits that changed my life. The first healthy habit that I implemented that changed my life is prioritizing my workouts / creating a workout routine that is sustainable for me. I've always been into health and fitness, and I've tried so many different workouts and workout routines and gyms, and they were really hard for me to sustain, most of them, because it either wasn't working with my schedule, maybe I didn't enjoy it, maybe it was too difficult to get there, whatever it was, I wasn't able to sustain it until I started going to a gym nearby my house, and I really got honest with myself. I realized that the gym that I had a membership to that was only like 1.5 miles away from me was too far for me to drive to because of traffic, and I would end up not going because by the time I was ready to go, it was rush hour traffic, or parking was crazy, or I didn't feel comfortable in the gym and I didn't know what I was doing, and I finally was like, okay, that's not working. Let's get honest. I need something that's close to my house that I can walk to and where I feel motivated going to. So once I started going to Training Mate, it literally changed the freaking game for me because I can walk there. So it's like no excuses, no traffic excuses, less travel time. I love going there. I have so much fun, and I feel really motivated when I'm there. It's a group class. I don't have to talk, I don't have to feel insecure because we're all doing the same thing, and it's just finding that gym really changed things for me, and also prioritizing it. So signing up for classes ahead of time and committing to going changed my fitness game and has really increased my health overall. So in order to really implement this healthy habit, take a look at your fitness or workout routine and ask yourself what's working and what's not working. If you're not going to the gym that you're paying a membership for, freaking cancel it. Look around your neighborhood and see what different gyms are around your neighborhood. There was a particular gym that I really liked going to that was not near my house, and I was kind of going there every now and then, but I wasn't consistent because it just wasn't convenient for me to go. It wasn't until I started to just try all the ones in my immediate area that I really was able to find Training Mate and fell in love with it. When it comes to implementing this healthy habit, you've got to sit down and create a sustainable routine that you can stick to. Habits are formed through repetitive actions. So if you are trying to implement a habit, but you're not able to sustain it and you constantly skip it, you're gonna get into the habit of skipping your daily habits or skipping your healthy habits. So sit down and get honest with yourself. If you can only make it to the gym 3 days a week, then write that down and stick to it. Don't overdo it, like me. I overdo it all the time. So create something that you can stick with and sustain. Healthy habit number 2 is I started waking up earlier and getting enough sleep. This is one healthy habit because waking up earlier is not just good enough on its own, because you have to make sure you're getting enough sleep. There's no point in waking up early if you're going to bed at like 1 or 2 a.m. There's no point. You're gonna be tired all day. Then you're gonna stay, it's not gonna work. You have to get enough sleep in order to wake up early. And there's just something about waking up early, waking up with the sun, getting a few extra hours in on my day that makes me feel so productive. And I've also noticed that my brain functions its best. I do my best work in the morning. So I love waking up early. I typically train first thing in the morning. I've already got my workout in. I feel really accomplished. I've stuck to my first healthy habit, and then I feel really ready to take on the day. And for me, Going to sleep earlier is the key for me to be able to wake up early. I'm just like everybody else. It's really hard for me to wake up at 6 a.m. if I'm going to bed at midnight. It's just not gonna work, and that's not sustainable. There's a quote that I love, and it goes a little something like this: early to bed and early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise. And I love that. I feel like waking up earlier just gives me more opportunity to crush my goals. I feel so much more productive when I'm up early, and I'm honestly in a better mood when I'm getting enough sleep and I'm getting up early. The third healthy habit that I started incorporating that literally did change my life is I started a meditation and yoga practice. It changed everything for me. Yoga for me, the physical practice of yoga, really is a moving meditation. So giving myself the opportunity to get still in my mind changed everything for me. And if you want me to do a whole video on yoga and meditation and how it changed my life, leave me a comment below and let me know. I would love to do a video on that because that is a whole video in itself. But giving yourself time to disconnect from the outside world and reconnect with your true self in stillness is so incredibly powerful. My yoga and meditation practice really changed everything for me. It gave me an opportunity to build self-confidence, self-respect, not to mention all of the many health benefits of meditation and yoga. It helped me decrease my anxiety and trust myself more and tap into gratitude for my body. And it was life-changing. So that should have been my first healthy habit, because that is the biggest healthy habit, to be honest with you. Meditation and yoga. It is everything. It's so everything that I literally, my whole life revolves around it. I'm a yoga teacher and I blog about yoga. It's the freaking best. I'm obsessed, but yeah, moving on. My fourth healthy habit that I started implementing that literally changed my life, I stopped breaking promises that I made to myself. This is a really big one, and this is such a simple thing, but it really did change everything for me. What I mean by I stopped breaking promises with myself is I started sticking to my word. I started upholding the promises that I made to myself. So if I said that I was gonna go to Training Mate and work out at 7 a.m. on Monday, no matter what, I'm gonna show up and go because I made that promise to myself. Or if I chose 3 tasks for the day, but maybe I didn't feel like it, or maybe something else came up. No, I said I was gonna do these 3 things, I'm gonna show up, and I'm gonna make it happen because I promised myself this. Or even on shoot days, when I'm shooting content for my 12-week program, Yoga Inspired Life. Some days my videographer comes and I'm not prepared, but I said that we were gonna shoot that day, and no matter what, I'm gonna show up and I'm gonna create content for my program. And it's less about the thing that you end up doing, and it's more about the fact that I said I was gonna do this and I'm doing it. And every time you decide to stick to your promises to yourself, you're building self-worth and self-respect. And the more you start to trust yourself and value yourself, the better you're gonna feel and the better your life is overall. And this healthy habit can be applied to anything. And again, it's less about the promise that you're fulfilling and more about the fact that if you say you're gonna do something, you do it. And I'm saying this as it pertains to the promises that you make to yourself. And I think that once I started incorporating this healthy habit, I'm so much more productive, I'm more fit, I'm more on track with my fitness goals, I'm more on track with my career goals because I stopped making excuses. And I started to really trust in myself that I was capable of achieving these things because I know I'm gonna show up and I know I'm gonna do it. My last healthy habit, you might think is a little weird, but I'm telling you, it's a game changer. I started talking to myself more. Yes, I talk to myself. I think it's an interesting concept because we are constantly talking to other people, checking in with other people, asking other people, how are you? How are you feeling? How's everything going? But when are you ever checking in with yourself? I actually read an article somewhere one time too that said geniuses talk to themselves. I'm not kidding. I need to find it. If I can find it, I'll link it below. But maybe this is just me being an only child, or maybe it's the fact that I spend a lot of time alone because I work alone and I live alone, but I think it's a really healthy, positive habit to speak to yourself. Check in with yourself. Ask yourself, how am I doing? How am I feeling? Utilize mantras and affirmations to help you reprogram your subconscious mind. This is something that I talk about heavily in my 12-week program, The Yoga Inspired Life, because the thoughts you think and the words you speak to yourself are incredibly powerful. Your thoughts create your actions, and your actions create your reality. How you talk to yourself matters. And if you're not talking to yourself at all, well then, good luck crushing your goals. I mean, how are you even, you know what I mean? It's like, how are you even guiding yourself to where you want to go? Or how do you even know where you want to go if you're not checking in with yourself and if you don't have a strong relationship with yourself? So a couple of ways you can start talking to yourself in a healthy, positive way is to use affirmations, use mantras, journal, take a seat in the mirror and eye gaze with yourself and give yourself a few compliments. Or if I'm working on something that is requiring a lot of courage or I need a lot of motivation, I'll literally whip out my phone and open up the voice note section on my phone and I'll record some like positive, uplifting things that I need to hear that are gonna get my head in the game. If you wanna create an amazing life, then you need to go to amazing heights to get yourself fired up to get there. The success of your future is hidden in your daily routine. Your habits matter, your thoughts matter, it all matters. Healthy habits are the key to a long, happy, fulfilled life. All right, guys, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up because that really supports my channel and I am so grateful for your support. Also, make sure you're subscribed. I upload 2 new videos every single week. And yeah, I'll see you in my next video. Bye.